We have tons of Halloween movies, we have tons of Christmas movies, but people always complain that we don't have enough Thanksgiving movies. And well, Eli Roth has finally delivered on what I guess would be considered a Thanksgiving movie. So over the past Thanksgiving holiday break, I was able to check out the brand new Eli Roth film, Thanksgiving. Eli Roth is a horror director who has made other movies you may have heard of, such as Hostel or Cabin Fever or The Green Inferno. And while I haven't seen all of his works, I have seen a few. And he is known for being quite a crazy horror director, quite gore-filled, and he always tries to reach these new heights of horror and these new heights of gore that might be a lot for some people. I know it was a lot for some people that were in my theater. My girlfriend, for instance, came along with me and she thought the movie was way too gory, way too messed up, and I honestly can understand that. If you are not someone who likes gore or likes those kind of movies, this probably isn't for you. But if you're someone who doesn't mind that and just wants to see a good horror movie and that is why you're going to this, then I do recommend it for you. So, getting into my overall review of this film, like I said, it is an Eli Roth picture, so it starts off on a bang and it keeps going at 10 the whole time through. This movie never really slows down. It is a slasher movie at heart, and there is a lot of gruesome kills and a lot of stuff that will stick with you. I did a double feature the night I saw this, and while the other movie I saw is a better movie, this one did stick with me more just because of how graphic and how insane some of these scenes were. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. That very first scene, the cold opener at the shopping center, kind of like a Walmart type store, is brutal. Usually after, certain scenes or gory scenes in horror movies, when you're at a theater, the crowd is laughing or they're screaming or they're making comments, and it's because, they're trying to make light of this situation they just saw in the movie. They're trying to bring levity to it. They like to joke around during these horror movies. It's fun too. Usually it looks so fake and so just unreasonable that it's funny to laugh at or it's funny to, make fun of. But during that cold opening in that convenience store, once it finished and the word Thanksgiving popped up on the screen, my theater was dead silent because that is how messed up it was. It truly sticks with you, and I mean, I don't know if this is a movie I like to rewatch a lot because of that. It was interesting to see. I could maybe rewatch it during Thanksgiving if my friends want to watch a scary movie with me, but I don't know. It's quite messed up. If you haven't seen that, I'm not giving any spoilers in that scene, go check it out. It's crazy. It's a wild ride. But once that happens, we more or less get into an actual slasher story, kind of cut and run, cut and dry slasher story that you've seen before, but with that Thanksgiving feel, that Thanksgiving vibe to it. And I enjoyed that. In terms of slasher movies, I'd say this is a good film. It has a solid story, not the best story. Something that really makes or breaks slashers is that killer reveal or the killer of the movie. If it's someone you know, like a Jason or a Michael, or somebody who has to be revealed, like a Scream movie. The killer reveal I thought was solid. It was nothing special. I thought I guessed it early on, and then I was confirmed that I guessed it, but then there was a twist, and the second person who I thought it could be ended up being the twist, so it wasn't like some crazy mind-bending reveal. You can see it coming, but it was a solid, done reveal. It's not like some horror movies where the guy shows up like Friday the 13th Part 5 and you're like, who the hell is this dude? Oh, the ambulance driver I saw for 10 seconds. It was a character that was in the movie, so it's interesting to see. In terms of just full-on horror and slasher aspects of this movie, I did enjoy it. Like I said, it had a solid story, better than most like 80s, 90s slashers. It had some solid characters that you're rooting for, and I think that is what made this movie stand out more than generic slashers, is in a lot of those, the characters that you have, you're not rooting for. You'd rather the killer just win because these characters are so unbearable and so annoying. But the characters in this movie are actually well thought out and well created and well acted, surprisingly, that you want to root for them and you want to see them succeed over the killer, over the bad guy. And that's a fresh change of pace in a slasher for me. I like to have that happen. Back to the acting, the only two actors that I recall remembering in this movie, I could be wrong, were the cop and the TikTok star turned actress girl, Addison Rae. She surprisingly was pretty good in this role. I thought she'd be a miserable, terrible actress, but she held her own. She did a fine job. This is the first movie I've seen with her as an actress. I know she did other ones, but her last movie I refused to watch because it's like a remake of a 90s cult classic, and I hate remakes of classics, so not watching that one. But she did a fine job. The rest of the cast did a fine job. The main girl did a fine job. Her boyfriend and her new boyfriend and the other cast of characters, they all did well. Overall, like I said, as a horror movie, it's a good movie. As a Thanksgiving movie, it's a good movie. I mean, the only other one I can think of is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, so I have to say this probably isn't the best Thanksgiving movie, but it works. It's solid. It's a fun time. If I had to give this movie a score out of 10, I'm going to go with a 7 out of 10. It does its job. If you are looking for a horror movie to scare you, it will scare you. If you're looking for a horror movie to gross you out, to freak you out, it will do that. If you're looking for a movie set in the Thanksgiving holiday, it's perfectly set in that environment. Is it the best movie ever? No. It is a solid, good slasher, like I said, but it gets the job done, and it does what it meant to do. Eli Roth, he was discovered by Tarantino. Tarantino is also known for these shocking elements in his movies. Eli Roth definitely shocks you with this one. Watch that opening scene and you'll know what I'm talking about. Thanksgiving, a good movie. Thank you all so much for watching my review, and I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this movie in the comments down below. Also, leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel. I got plenty more movie reviews coming out. Plenty other things come to this channel. I want to do stuff for me. I want to do stuff for you. And let's work together on our journey to 500 subscribers. Thank you all so much for the support, and have a great day.